guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming back at you today with another weekend vlog. I've just been really enjoying doing these recently, so I thought I would do another one this weekend. So it is currently Friday and me and Adam are just about to head out and have a little bit of a date night. Like, how cute is that? We're going to get some pizza from Little Wing, which is like a Northern Irish chain. Do the best pizzas, and their vegan pizzas are incredible. Like, they might be the nicest vegan pizza I've had. They're definitely up there anyway. We're going there, and then we're going to the cinema to see Wildfire, which is actually a movie about Ireland / Northern Ireland. So I'm very excited about that as well. But that's not until 9 o'clock tonight, so that's why we decided to get pizza beforehand. So we're having like a proper wee date night, and I'm very excited for it. We literally never do things like this. We kind of we're very spontaneous in our plans. We didn't tend to plan things unless it's like trips away. But yeah, I'm just excited to have like a really nice cute wee date night. And it's kind of grey outside. It's been like, the weather's really turned autumnal, which I'm loving, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very ready for autumn. It's turned very autumnal, it's very grey, so it's an indoors kind of night. So yeah, I've had a pretty lazy Friday. I have read some of my book, which is The Phone Box at the Edge of the World. So I finished The Goldfinch 2 days ago and loved it. I would definitely recommend it. It really reminded me a lot of Catcher in the Rye, but like a way more extended / modern version of Catcher in the Rye. And I love Catcher in the Rye. Don't come at me with the Catcher in the Rye slander, because it's a great book. So yeah, I felt like The Goldfinch it really reminded me quite a lot of that. But then I started The Phone Box at the Edge of the World, which is really, really good as well. So I didn't even really know what this was about. I didn't realise that the phone box was real, and I'm very interested to find out more about that. So I've read quite a lot of this. I literally only started it yesterday, and I think I've read about 2/3, but it's a really, really quick read. As you can see, like, the pages there isn't much writing on all the pages. Like, it's very big font, but it's a very good book. It's very good. It's a very touching story about like loss and people's grieving process and stuff like that. So it's very interesting in that way. I've wrote some articles, been watching Gilmore Girls while writing. It's been a good Friday. It's been very autumnal, and definitely September has hit and autumn has arrived, and I'm loving it. So yeah, let's go get some pizza, head to the cinema, and have a lovely, lovely, lovely Friday evening. Good morning, guys. So it is now the next day. It's now Saturday. I didn't film anything else last night after we went to see the movie because it was pretty late by the time we got out. I think it was around 11 or so by the time we got out, so I just didn't really film anything else afterwards. But I wanted to come on this morning and chat a little bit about Wildfire, because I absolutely loved it. Like, it was so good. I'm always out here, I'm gonna support local film, local creative people, local talent, but Wildfire really, really blew me away. It was very, very good. It followed two sisters who basically, the legacy of the Troubles and the legacy of how it affected their town and their own family is still impacting them in, I think it was set in 2019, so that's 20 years after the peace process, how it's still having such an impact on their life. And I thought it really dealt with the idea that people in Northern Ireland talk. There's the whole idea that their mum's crazy, that one of the sisters is crazy, and how people will act like they're supporting you but then they'll talk behind your back, and how the whole idea of people will talk is such a pervasive thing in the way people act and how people express themselves and stuff like that. And if you're slightly different, then you're deemed crazy, basically. I thought it dealt with all of that very, very well, and yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed the movie. And honestly, the more I think about it afterwards, the more I find more depth to it, and it just really I would 100% recommend, especially if you are from Northern Ireland or Ireland. But yeah, it was very, very good. I very much enjoyed that. And also Danica McGuigan was amazing, and it's super sad knowing that she is no longer with us. But she portrayed the role incredibly. And also Nora Jane Noon. For some reason I was going to say Amy. I can't remember what I was going to say. But yeah, they were both incredible in their roles. And yeah, the only drawback for me was it was obviously filmed in 2019, and it's kind of like the release date's been pushed back because of the pandemic. And I think it would have been harder hitting in its impact with like the undercurrent of Brexit if it had have come out when it was supposed to, and everything in the past year hadn't have happened, which is obviously not their fault, but that was the only minor drawback for me. But yeah, overall I loved the film, would 100% recommend going to see it. And that was how we spent our evening. So today we're going to head down into Belfast, go to some charity shops. Adam, I think, wants to go to some music shops. We're going to go to some bookshops and have a pretty chill day. We were going to go out on the paddleboards Castlefellin, but it's pretty lousy weather. It's meant to rain and all today, so I was like, it's just not the day for it. So our backup plan was a little day out in Belfast, so that is what we're going to do. And obviously I'm going to take you along. So let's go. Friends, so it's a good while later now. I'm looking very pale, I'm feeling very tired. I don't know if you can tell, you probably can, but anyway, it's a good while later now. We had a lovely day in Belfast, went around all the shops, got some toasties from the toast office, which were nice but were pretty much exactly what I expected them to be. We kind of put off going to the toast office because I was like, I'm not queuing for a cheese toastie, and that's exactly what it was. I was like, I probably could make this at home, but they were really good. And I got like a vegan cheese and mushroom toastie, and it was good. Like, I enjoyed it. The tomato chutney that came with it was really nice, but they were good. But they were exactly what we thought they were going to be. I'm just glad we didn't wait in a queue for like 45 minutes to get a toastie, which is what it was like when it first opened. Other than that, we went to Morning Martha for breakfast, which was also really good. I got an acai bowl and got chorizo naan. Yes. Which looked really good as well. It was. And then we pretty much just went around the shops. So I went to a few charity shops and picked up a few little bits and bobs. I also went into DV8 and picked up a couple of bits because really I was on the lookout for a belt, because all of my belts are breaking at the minute, which is an absolute disaster. And I wanted to get a designer belt, to be honest. I wanted to get a really high-end, not really high-end, like I wasn't going out to pay like £500 for a belt, but I was thinking like probably up to about £50 for a belt was kind of my budget, because as I said, all my belts are breaking and I'm sick of it, and I just want a good quality belt that's gonna last. But I just couldn't find one that I liked and that fit me, so I ended up just getting one from DV8, which is the one I'm wearing now. So it's not terrible quality, it is slightly too big for me still. It's really impossible to get belts that fit me. Like, this is a small. It's because of where I wear my belts as well. Like, I am uncomfortable in wearing my jeans on my hips. I'm definitely a high-waisted kind of jeans person, so it does mean that belts are often a bit too big for me. But that's the thing, like, I'm more content punching an extra hole in this one that cost me like £12 than I would be punching a hole in a much more expensive belt. Then other than that, I just went to a few charity shops, went into like other shops as well, went into Avoca, went into Anthropology, went into quite a few different shops actually. So a couple of things I bought were books, as always. These were 50p each, how amazing. So I picked up a copy of The Great Gatsby, which I do already have a copy of it, but the copy I have is the movie copy, and I hate movie copies of books. Just one thing, it's a pet peeve. So when this was 50p, it was a much nicer copy. Obviously I'd love a really nice copy, but for 50p I've been looking at a nicer copy of Gatsby, and I feel like this is the best deal I'm gonna get. And then I also picked up Blood Orange, which I've heard really good things about, so it was also 50p in the charity shop, so I picked that up. Then also, so they were both from Marie Curie on Belmont Road, and in that shop as well I picked up this Gap, like, what do you call this, like a trench coat or like a military style coat. It's kind of like a dark navy colour, and I've been looking at a coat like this pretty much since last winter. I never ended up getting one last year. I have a brown one like this and like a cream, like light coloured one, but I really wanted a dark one. So this was in the Marie Curie shop for £9, and it's in impeccable condition. It's super heavy, super warm, and I really liked it. It's pretty much exactly what I was looking. So that's everything I got in Marie Curie. Then I also went in to the Northern Ireland Hospice shop in Castle Court and picked up this absolute beautiful cardigan. So it's an H&M cardigan, and it was £6 from Northern Ireland Hospice, and it's so chunky. It's baby blue, it's so cute, and it's actually adorable on. I'm very excited to just snuggle up in this throughout the winter. Then the final charity shop I went to was the Save the Children charity shop on Belmont Road as well. So I picked up this little like jumper with the sort of white collar on the collar and on the sleeves as well. So this is from a brand called Zone. I think it's actually Z1 and then it says 2, so that's Sainsbury's. Gave me real like university student vibes, and I just thought it was really cute. It's very much the kind of like vibe I'm kind of going for this autumn. So I picked that up. I think it was about £4. And finally, this M&S jumper from the same Save the Children charity shop. Just a plain cream roll neck jumper, very cozy, very warm, and will go with everything. And this was £3, I believe, and I was very much happy with that. So that is everything I picked up around Belfast today. Pretty successful day of shopping, I believe. And yeah, now we're gonna chill, watch some Riverdale, and then maybe get some dinner in a bit.